Welcome back to the motherfucking Deadboyz podcast. It's your boy, Joey. And with me, I got your boy, Rick. What's poppin', Rick? No. Hi, Rick.
No.
You up there now?
I was trying to ignore you, but I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. You just gonna go on a podcast and you're just gonna ignore me on the podcast? That's fucked up, man. What kind of bullshit is that?
That's some drugs.
Leave it to Rick, everybody. Leave it to Rick.
That'd be like me trying to pretend like this shit's not working, and I'll be all trying to break up the conversation. But
we're sitting on Discord for 20 minutes talking and shit. And you're all talking to me just fine. Then the podcast hits record. You're like, "What? I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you. The record button's going."
Every week.
Every fucking week. I'm telling you. What you been doing this week, bro?
I was hanging out with the kids.
Oh, hanging out with the kids. Doing anything fun?
Nah, just hanging out. Splitting wood. Shit like that, pretty much. That's just weird. Woke up to the neighbor's dog this morning in the backyard.
Doing what?
Little motherfucker like making noise to get the other dogs excited because my parents have their window cracked. So this motherfucker barks outside. The dogs inside go crazy. So I run to let him outside. I see a little fucker out in the backyard. And they just like hang out, for a little bit. And then he runs inside, then goes out the front door, and then takes off the other direction away from his house. So this dog's like the ringleader of all the dogs in the neighborhood, I think.
Just trying to go stir up some shit everywhere he can.
Right. Yeah, he just goes and pisses and shits and smells it,
That's the way to do
Don't
it.
call him the wiener dog for nothing.
You probably learned it from somebody who's pretty damn good at this game we call life, huh? That's kind of what I do. I'll go to the neighbor's house. I don't fucking like the neighbors. I go, let one loose on their porch. They come out and they're like, "The hell is this? Did somebody shit on my porch again?" And, I go to the next one. Then I leave them a nice little package. I ring the doorbell and I walk away. Go to the next house.
So you can't pee in a cup in front of somebody when they want you to get a job, but you can shit on a porch.
Okay, Rick. That's behind closed doors. Okay. But no, it's different. They weren't watching. I'm pee shy, man. I'm not poop shy. I'll fucking let it rip in front of somebody.
Just my asshole. Fuck you.
I've watched dog shit enough. What the fuck? Oh shit. So splitting wood, watching a dog stir up some shit. What else you got for me? Anything else with your week?
My parents bought a lot of fucking tomatoes, like 90 pounds of fucking tomatoes.
Yeah, that's a fuck ton of tomatoes.
Yeah. Poor guy's all skinned now. All I can think of is that Sausage Party cartoon shit. So all the screaming tomatoes, That's why I asked you if you. Yeah, that's why I asked you if you could see the screaming tomatoes in the picture I sent you.
You know how long it's been since I watched Sausage Party? The movie came out years ago.
That's a fucking funny. I could watch that movie anytime. That's just funny as hell.
I'm pretty sure the only time I watched that movie was when I was in Castle Rock, right before you moved in. I think is when I watched that movie.
That's just funny as fuck. I don't care who you are.
That shit was ridiculous. That was definitely a ridiculous ass movie. I tell you what.
That's just funny as hell.
Oh, some screaming tomatoes, some dog shit, some sausages. We're off to a good episode, man. We're off to a good episode. I tell you what, my week fucking didn't do much. Did some work. Got me a new fucking monitor and shit. Gonna have to hook that up after we get off.
What do you do with a fucking monitor?
It's like a regular monitor, but it's used only for porn.
Oh.
You should see the size of the titties I get on that thing. Fantastic.
That's got to be some like. That's like that's a big titty.
That's some big titties. You could fit both of them on there. Both big titties.
Nah, just one. Really, really up close. Or you just, see a little hair and a little shit dripping out the... No. Oh.
See, what I really need is just to get the VR headset, so then I could just put my head in between the VR titties and go, bruh!
You don't even know and shit. You're fucking mom's all picking up your kids, fucking shit out of the room. Don't think her kid's fucking playing some video game. He's all I don't know. I think he's swimming, honey.
Just sees me in the bedroom, got the hands up by the face, and just.
What's Jimmy doing downstairs? I think he's playing some skiing game.
It's like one of them TikToks you be watching and shit, where it's like fucking they'll have the kid or whatever watching VR, and they're like seeing like this chick dance and got the ass in the face or whatever, and it's like they don't realize that it's not only on the headset, but it's playing on the fucking TV in front of them. So you just watch it, and you see this kid going like this, or like slapping ass or some shit. You look up at the TV, and this girl's like, ooh. Like, boy, what are you doing? They freak out, take off the headset real quick. I'm not doing anything. Are you doing something? Why are you gonna be so weird, man?
See, that brings me to my next question, though. Like, if you're watching porn in VR, do you have to do the? I mean, are you like the person in the porn, or are you the creepy guy in the corner watching it in 3D? Are you the quagmire? You know what I mean?
No, I get what you mean. So I'm gonna answer this the best way I can, because I don't know. There may be porn games if there's porn games, and you could probably physically like do stuff with it, but not physically do stuff.
Well, that's the whole point of watching porn. I don't want to have to physically do that stuff. I'm too tired. I'm retired.
But if you're watching a video, I know the 3D videos. How the 3D videos work is the whole video happens around you, and you just look around like,
If the guy stands up and turns around, do you got a duck or what?
If the guy fucking got a baseball bat. Oh, what the hell?
The dude fucking tries to nut in her face. You're all fucking shit. Shit's fucking. That could get gross quick.
God damn, are you watching it from her perspective? I thought you were supposed to watch it from his perspective. What are you watching, Rick? There's a term for times like these. Awkward.
That is a little awkward. Yeah, there's a his and her setting to the experience.
Yeah.
Joey always fucks up and hits the her, thinking he wants. Yeah, I want to watch her.
You just in 3D virtual reality. Fucking, you hit the wrong one. You're on the her setting or whatever.
Ow!
Next thing you know, you're like laying upside down with your head dangling off a bed, and you got this boss ass smacking you in the forehead. Oh shit! This would be a topic AJ would love.
End up here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. It all started with the monitor, bro.
We went from monitor to ball slapping you in the face.
Yeah. It'd be even worse off if you ended off with it gurgling them, but that's besides the point. But yeah,
no, you'd be worse off if you're the one looking out the window with the King Kong balls slapping you in the face.
No. Yeah, I do not want to mess with the King Kong balls. Them some big balls. I've seen King Kong. They didn't show you the deleted scenes, bro, when he's climbing up the building and his balls are just smearing up the building.
Yeah, you fucked me up with that fucking text you sent me. No, I can't see a big monkey now without thinking about his fucking balls. I feel like I'm looking for it.
You talk about the picture with the monkey chilling, like sitting back and shit. His balls are just hanging out between his legs.
No, the one you sent me, this one where they got King Kong climbing the Sears Tower or whatever, and in the bottom it says, yeah, the only clip in the movie they don't show you, and they show this guy's apartment, and he's looking out the window, and there's a big fucking monkey dick or whatever,
shit. I do remember that one.
Or they just
have me died.
Yeah. So now every time I see a big fucking giant monkey in a movie, I keep pointing out to, see, look, they're obviously covering it up, So now now it's weird. Now I feel like I'm trying to look for it, and it's,
It's like the main difference between the PG version and the rated R version is they show you all the spots the ball is leaving imprint in the building or something. Is that
Yeah, you don't want to watch that in virtual reality.
Oh, fuck it. But yeah, my week went from, working, trying to talk to these people about this offer that I got or whatever, trying to move forward with that shit. Just got this monitor. Offer? I don't want to talk about the offer yet, but it's an offer for a software engineering job. Let's just say that. We'll just go that far.
Oh. I thought it was that $20 or $50 thing you think you're talking.
$250 thing?
No, $20 or $50.
What? Never mind. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're trying to ask me how much you should charge? $20 or $50? You don't remember? Oh, you must have been drunk. Never mind.
Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just move on. Like how Rick said, moojang to me the other day. And yeah, so
that's how you spell it.
Offer, workings. What else did I do this week? Not too damn much. Editing podcasts, doing that shit. The good. Went to fucking Red Lobster yesterday, bro. We was like the last people in there. And it was still
Why does it gotta be about color?
I don't know, man. I didn't name the place.
Why can't it just be lobster?
Yeah, I know.
We went to Lobster yesterday.
Why can't it be Zoidberg? I get it. They're being animalist, too. Zoidberg's a freaking giant human lobster, too. But yeah, they closed at like 10 or whatever, but it came around 9:30. We was about ready to leave, and we was like the last people in there, and our server was just hooking it up. I was asking him, I was like, bro, wasn't I supposed to get like a side of like some green beans or some shit with this? It's like, oh yeah, I got you. I was like, no worry about it, bro. Don't bring it out. I'll just take it to go or whatever. So this dude ends up coming out a little bit later, got these motherfuckers in a fucking its own little to-go case. Brings over a freaking box, bro, like giant box, bro, of freaking Red Robin biscuits, and them things are fire. Brings over a fucking thing of ice cream. What else did he bring over? He brought over a fucking big-ass slice of chocolate cake. He's all like, yeah, I'm just throwing all this shit in on top of that, All right, man, that sounds good to me. I'll take all of it. But yeah, that was my experience at Red Lobster.
Then get out and they charge you for every bit of it and you didn't even know.
Well, I looked at what they charged me for. I had a baked potato, too, with my meal and shit. It was supposed to be a loaded baked potato, and I was going to be like, yeah, man, I don't know if I want to pay the extra $2 to make it a loaded baked potato, but like, aside from a regular baked potato. But then after he brought out a whole bunch of extra shit, I was like, man, I'd feel bad if I was like, can you just take off a couple bucks for this? I was like, I'll just pay it. Didn't want to be that dickhead, because that'd be fucked up. You know how it goes.
That would be funny.
I know you gave me probably like another $30 of free fucking food to take home, but could we take off the $2 here? I really need it. I was cool without it.
There's people out there like that though.
Yeah, there's definitely some people out there and shit. I just was in the mood for some fucking green beans. So I was like, man, can I get some green beans? But it was a fat ass meal, so I wasn't even hungry by the time I thought about it. How I didn't get them anyway. Motherfucker, I had a lobster tail, 2 big old snow crab legs, fucking bunch of shrimp that went along with it, the potatoes, some green beans, and then we had mussels and shit. So it was a pretty fire ass seafood meal. You ever try not oysters? You ever try mussels, bro? You ever try mussels?
Try what?
Mussels.
I don't remember.
They're the little clam. They're like the little clam things. So. They open them up, and then you like scoop out their guts and shit and eat them.
I know I've had oysters before.
Oysters are like a lot. The oysters, I've never had an oyster, but I used to crack them open and open them up when I was working back at Joe's Crab Shack way back in the day. The motherfuckers just look like very, very, very slimy versions,
Right. Yeah, no, I ate it was either oyster or a clam. I tried one of them, and I think it only made it partly into my mouth before I was like, yeah, fuck this. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's even if I got to that point. No, I can't. I can eat them out of the can and shit, but there's no way I'm going to. No.
Yeah, that's oysters. That's why I didn't want to try an oyster, because the motherfuckers, you like slurp them out the shell. It looks like you're slurping up mucus. I can't do that shit either. Fucking mussels are different because they're like more like solid chunks that you like scoop out and eat. You know what I mean? Like a fork. You don't fucking.
Yeah, you just really fucked that up using that word mucus.
Yeah, that's
the
what
whole mucus thing. That just
I got
like I kind of get the gills going a little bit.
You need the little shivers and shit. Yeah, I went to the dentist not long ago too, and got like a little filling up in the top of my tooth or whatever. So after you get the filling and shit, it's all like sensitive, Yeah, so like one of the shrimps that I got were like breaded fried shrimp or whatever. So I fucking ate a piece of it, and it was like this little like chunk of like harder, crustier like breaded shit that went on like to where my filling was, and I bit down on that shit on accident. Bro, straight shot a signal all the way up to my brain, all the way down to like my fucking midway down my back, and like my jaw was like weirdly shaking and shit for like a good 5 minutes after that. It did not feel pleasant at all.
You thought it was 5 minutes. You're just fucking probably having a fucking seizure.
It wasn't like that. I was just like my fucking jaw was just like chattering a little bit because I like the fucking pain. Like it was.
You think it's not like that?
Just over here like I'm good. I'm gonna keep eating food.
Your woman's just not looking at you like, oh fucking. If I'm not seeing it, it's not happening.
Don't ask, don't tell. If he dies, I'm free.
Nah.
Oh
no. That's something. That's way different. Still involves the mouth though. Oh.
I'm just gonna leave that as it is.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Well, shit, that sums up my week. We got through your week. It's actually the first podcast I feel like we've done in a while that we actually got through our weeks, even though there's only 2 of us for this episode, that we've actually got through our weeks within the first 25 minutes.
Well, sometimes we only get through one person's week, I think.
I think there's definitely a couple episodes out there where we have spent the entire episode just talking about our weeks and just going off of that.
Yeah, I would say so.
But it leads to the conversation. It's all what it is. The conversation, my friends.
I'm still thinking about trying that baseball swing.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
No, the Quagmire version. That's definitely going to be the creepy one. Now
you got my head stuck on this VR shit, and that's gonna be the weird fucking shit, bro. I'm not doing no VR fucking shit from a female's perspective. Imagine a game though, like you think about a game, like you actually go to like an actual place or whatever, and it's like one of the ones that are like interactive. So like you get shot with a bullet, you get hit with like something in the chest or some shit like that, or like, you actually feel it or something. Like you put on like this headset and there's like chest guard, you get shot in the chest, it like sends an electrical pulse through you or something. Imagine having. You got a duck underneath his dick, otherwise you literally feel it right in the forehead, bro. Like, that'd be so weird, and then it physically reacts to it in the game of hitting your fucking forehead, and it just, like, bounces off and, like, jiggles a little bit, and you're like, the fuck is going on? Okay, we gotta change topics.
We'll talk about the pet version. You want to be the dog or the gerbil?
We're not doing that. No little rascal is gonna be nibbling on your asshole, Rick. Calm down.
It got dark in here. No.
Jesus fuck, Rick. Jesus fucking fuck, man.
I thought it was a racing game, Dad.
It was cracking me up. One of the promos I put on for the last episode was you talking about fucking your homie's dick or whatever, and you're all like, yeah, it's like this, and then you're all talking about the piercings and shit going through it and shit. You're like, yeah, he's got a hole here, he's got a hole here, he's got a hole here. I seen a comment talk about AJ's face, and I went back and looked at AJ's face, and AJ's just like, he fucking died, bro. Yeah, AJ was not okay. Like, he almost needed an SOS call to fucking show up and save him out of that conversation. I know we normally get on his weird end sometimes, but that one was pretty funny. That one had me rolling a little bit. That's the kind of shit we get with the video. I'm telling you, bro.
That fool, he don't need no fucking 3D headset. He can just see that shit and himself easy. He probably went there. He probably saw a ding dong right there.
He got the whole visual just right in his head and shit. He's all think about his own dick and shit, thinking about how it's fucking got the holes in it. Okay, we got to get off this topic. We already talked about that last time. Oh shit.
What'd you guys talk about on your podcast? Oh, dick. Oh,
again.
No. Again.
All the time. Rick won't leave it alone. Shit. Rick just loves it. Can't get enough.
Oh.
If anybody wants his number, it's no. But I got a question for you, Rick. Something that I was kind of thinking about. I heard it on another podcast that I was listening to, and it kind of got me thinking. And I wanted to know your perspective of it because I feel like you would have had probably the best answer to it, right? So it was like a situation where, say, you had 5 people on this track or whatever, and they're riding down this track that's going out of control, and your option is to let them just fall off the track or whatever, or die because there's a problem with the track. I don't know the exact details of it. Or you push this fat guy onto the rail, and this fat guy is big enough. That's what they said. It was a fat guy, and this fat guy is big enough to stop the rail and save those 5 people, but the fat guy would die. Would you save the fat guy, or would you save the 5 people?
Oh, I'd save the 5 people. But what's wrong with the fat guy? What's happening to him?
Nothing. He's just standing next to you watching, and you just like, you know.
Oh no, I'm not gonna kill somebody to save 5 people.
No, you wouldn't do it.
If out of the group of 5 people, I could throw one of them in front of it, then yeah, I'll do that. But I'm not going to grab somebody that's just standing there going, "Hey, that sucks that those 5 people." Hey, that's fucked up.
What if it was a button? Would you push a button that he just like you didn't know what was going to happen, but this fat guy just fell out of like a box or something? No. If you knew there was somebody that had to die, you wouldn't kill him at all to save these 5 people.
Nah, if I'd jump there myself before I'd push somebody else there because that's fucked up.
But what if you're not fat enough and they would just run you over, kill you, and then the other 5 people would die too?
Huh.
Now you're thinking about it like, I can't do that then.
No, I was trying to think if I could try to do it with my leg, but then my leg and balls just get cut off in every scenario I just did, so you can't do your leg. Yeah.
Every scenario you did multiple scenarios right there in a couple seconds about how it would work out, and each time it came out to your leg and balls getting chopped off.
Yeah, I can't do the leg, no.
Oh, shit. No. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting.
No, I'd say... well, it depends. How close am I to these 5 people? Is there anything else I could do? If not, then hey, it sucks. I'm gonna be the fucked up one. Those 5 people are gonna be fine.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be the fucked up one.
Is that what you're saying?
No, because they're gonna be dead. They're gonna be fine.
But you could.
They ain't got nothing else to worry about. They're gonna be dead. I'm the one that's gonna watch 5 people die. I gotta live with seeing that. So
that's a good point. What if you knew that they were gonna, like, the 5 people on there, like the fat guy, he was just some random fat guy that had no, like, I don't want to say no purpose in the world, but he had no, like, advancement, like, no intelligence that would advance the world, you know what I mean? What if you knew that one of the guys out of the 5 people on the cart would be able to cure cancer or do some, like, wild scientific shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, I tell everybody else to try to hurry up and get onto that because, we're doing just fine and we've lost a lot of scientific advancements. And we're doing just fine. I can still play Minecraft. Once we all die, there's going to be another Minecraft. It'll probably be little balls instead of squares. But, other than that, I mean, everything
Are you talking about going into another dimension? Is that what you think what happens when you die is you're going to go into another dimension and be Rick?
No, I was talking about when everybody's dead. Again.
Again? What do you mean again?
What? Oh, I'm pretty sure there's been, people or something on this planet. We can't be the first thing that's, lived on this planet. It's probably happened before, I mean, every other animal goes extinct here and there. You don't think,
Well, I think that there's been a whole bunch of extinction events before the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs, I think, was probably the most recent one. But I assume there was some kind of extinction event going on, being that you don't have the Romans anymore, you don't have the Egyptians anymore, you don't have all these ancient civilizations and shit anymore. You would think at least one of them would have made it, right?
Right. Probably somebody fucked up really bad, and Rick and Morty came back to check shit out to see what happened. Morty went and fucked one of the fucking animals. They left, and now we have us.
Damn it, Morty. I told you not to fuck with the squirrels. Damn it, Morty.
He probably fucked a horse because those things, they look... You ever seen one run?
No, you just got done watching that episode not long ago with that horse machine, and that's why you're thinking horses and running on your head. We know.
Mom,
but
can I come volunteer after school?
What if?
That's a fucked up episode.
So going back to the 5 people on the trolley or whatever.
I mean?
So what if you knew the fat guy was a villain? Would you push him in?
Right. Well, if he did something to me, yeah.
What if
he didn't do anything to me, then
what if he what if he just did something to the 5
I ain't
people?
God or nothing. If I was a judge or something, then maybe I'd start, laying judgment on people. But fuck, man, I'm just Rick.
I feel it.
Poor guy just sat in there.
So you'd only do it as like a revenge term, like if he did something to you. Even if he would have put them 5 people in that predicament that they're going to end up dying in, you wouldn't push him and use his life?
Well, you didn't say that. If it was his fault for them going to die. Oh, that's way different. That's like saving people. Yeah, that's way different.
So you would do that? You would do it if that was the case?
But if he was just a villain and these were just 5 people separately going, I'm not going to throw them in there. Because, I mean, at what point is a villain, At some point, somebody smoking a cigarette, people would be like, ooh, he's a villain for smoking this,
He's not wearing his mask right. He's got a chin diaper on.
I mean, back in the day, you could, sneeze wrong and people call you a witch, which is probably way worse than a villain, and they'd burn you. So, I mean...
Imagine that, being back in the day and you just sneeze real quick and they fucking tie you up to a freaking cross or some shit and light you on fire. That's some, like, real KKK shit, bro.
Oh, I would have been burned. They would have lit me the fuck up.
You wouldn't have fought back. You'd just let them light your ass up. You're like, oh, I might be possessed.
Huh. I don't know. They can't light the match. I make fun of them. Let me get that for you.
Give it here, you little bitch. Let me teach you something. You light it and you're like, now light me on fire. And you hand it to them.
Hopefully they got a match. Imagine if they got to do that shit with wood.
Wouldn't that be some fucked up shit? They just got the little stick and they're spinning it. Hold on. I promise you this will be lit in the next 30 minutes. I promise you. 30 minutes goes by. I'm still fucking trying. Do you see the smoke, motherfucker? I fucking got this shit. I know. And then after you finally get it, you're like, oh, okay. All right, let's tie my hands up. Let's go. I'm ready. I've had enough time to reflect on my life in the last 30 minutes, trying to start this fire.
Oh, I think burning would suck for at least a little bit. After a little while, your nerves, you shouldn't feel it too much. But I've only seen people burn in movies and shit, so I don't know how long they really scream for. Fuck that.
I just want to say, going back and giving my answers real quick to this, like, trolley experimentation, right? If the guy was a villain, oh yeah, I'd just be like, oh, sorry, bitch. Push him onto the track, save the 5 people. If I didn't know anybody, any of the 5 people or the other guy, I'd probably Rick it and be like, yeah, I'm not God. I don't control anything. Y'all got yourselves in this predicament or whatever the hell happened. I'm just going to let it be.
Should have stayed at home.
Yeah, should have stayed at home. But if I knew that there was smart people on that shit and it was like this fat guy, whatever reason, was dumb as hell, and I knew that these people were like good, like, for the scientific community to stay alive, they could have some dope ass scientific advancements, I'd probably be all like,
Oh, so you gonna play God?
I mean, it depends. If I knew the guys were probably better off, like, alive for, advancement of civilization and shit. Like, what if one guy finally designs the way to travel light speed so we get to other planets? We have to become a multiplanetary species. I would probably sacrifice to one person to, save that guy, because at some point we're going to need to go to another planet. Otherwise, we're probably going to face another one of them mass extinctions. Not me.
We probably already did. They're already talking about that. I don't know if you know or not, but how they have the.
Hold on.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'll let you keep going.
My headset freaking cord out. All right.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I accidentally pulled it out.
Oh, I think Yeah, that's fucked up. I was about to go off topic for a second, and I was like, yeah, no.
No, you go ahead and go off topic. Stay. Everybody else is still going to hear you, so you might as well finish it.
Oh, well, finally I get to finish. Oh. Just like those DNA banks, we just got to go find those DNA banks. They're out there.
What DNA banks?
If we've been on this planet before, we've gotten off before. So there's got to be something out there. Yeah.
Somebody said getting off. Oh.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about how they're putting that, they want to put a DNA bank on the moon now.
Just for people's DNA, so that way there's like pieces of people on the moon.
Everything. Not DNA itself, like, each person's DNA, but like, I don't know if they do it by, however the fuck they do it on their, put some life in a little vial, however the fuck those guys do it. That's why they get paid all that money. I don't, I'll go help them out. Here's some of my DNA. You guys keep good care of that stuff.
Just based on what you're telling me, it almost sounds like you're talking more of like a Noah's Ark type situation where he's got 2 of every like species of animal or whatever the hell. If you only have one of their DNAs, you could put it on the moon and then some civilization.
Yeah, but this goes plants and everything though.
Yeah,
this is going plants and everything.
You could do it with everything, but I'm saying you bring it up to the moon or whatever, and something happens to the Earth, we get hit by an asteroid, and we all get wiped out, or whatever the case may be, nuclear apocalypse, whatever bullshit. You got the DNA on the moon, some alien civilization could come down from their planet and be like, what the fuck was going on here? I have no idea. And then they go to the moon, and they're like, there's this weird shit here. And they go and clone it, and they're like, oh, so this is what it was like down there. This is what these motherfuckers look like. Instead of just being like us, where we look back and see like bones and shit, they'll actually be able to clone us and figure out what we actually look like.
A whole bunch of Ricks, because it's my DNA they decided to take. Oh.
No. They just got to go to the nearest sperm bank, and I'm sure they're going to have plenty of Rick.
Oh, yeah, I still can't that jar or whatever the hell it is. I got to spit in it once a week. It's starting to smell funny. You
go and bring it to the sperm donation bank and shit, and you're like, yeah, so what were you feeding? I forget what you were feeding.
Spit.
You were feeding what?
I was feeding my sperm in the jar of spit. You just spit in it for a while.
Oh, you're feeding the sperm. Okay, so every after you think they've gotten buff enough, you bring them up to the sperm bank.
Like Morty's sperm.
You're like, here you go. I'm going to give you this freaking multi-muscular spermies. Take good care of them. They're going to cost extra, though, because I've been training these motherfuckers. They get the microscope out. They see a whole bunch of little tiny punching bags and shit, and they're all playing some, like, old-ass fucking rock song or whatever. Fucking, everybody was Kung Fu Fire, or just something along those lines, you know what I mean? They're all just...
That's gross. That's gross.
See the little sperm? Got his tail coming up and going down, and underneath another sperm that's got his tail holding him down. He's just like, 1, 2, 3, doing sit-ups and shit. Sperm's got an 8-pack.
Shit, your sperm probably has like 8 tails.
It's an octopus?
Just walk. Don't even swim, just
that would explain a lot. I always thought I had a leaky thingy, but no, it's just fucking an octopus. I'm telling you, they just open the lid and crawl right out.
Your shit swarms like squid in fucking groups.
No, bro.
Everyone else is all having fun. Yay, trying to catch the egg. You're just trying to attack the egg.
They're all having fun swimming in circles or what? Shout out to episode 2, I believe. I think that was the joke. He said, "Don't get mad at me because your sperm you swim in circles or some shit." Oh, that shit still cracks me up, bro. Should still be having me wrong. What if here's another situation to go with that trolley, right? So what if there was 5 people on this trolley, right? And it was the one fat guy. You said you wouldn't just want to murder the fat guy to push him in the way, right? No. What if one of the person on the, say, the 5 people on the trolley were like your mom and dad or something?
Oh, that's different.
It's different because they're like personally connected to you, right? So you'd push the fat guy.
No,
like,
that's why
mom and
I
dad.
would jump on there. Then I'm not going to push somebody else on there. If somebody's got to die, I would take the fall first on that.
But what if you weren't?
If I couldn't and I was strapped in and I just had an arm and that's all I could do, hey, man. Well, it depends how old he is too. I don't know. Maybe that guy's got a family. His kid's not going to like his dad, no matter how dumb he is or whatever to go over. That's fucked up.
We're not even talking about his intelligence on this one.
Well, you said he's worthless, so I mean, imagine he can't be the smartest guy in the world.
I was saying in a situation where he was worthless, and I knew there was 5 people on there that were good for the scientific community. Now there's a different situation where this is just some random fat guy. I don't know anything. You don't know nothing about this fat guy, but you know your parents are within these 5 people on the trolley.
That's fucked up. I mean, why is it? I mean, what's wrong with fat people? Is it because a skinny person wouldn't be able to stop it, so you need a fat person? So
because the skinny person would just lay on it, and the trolley would just run him over and keep going. Whereas the fat person was big enough to where he was like in the track, and the trolley or whatever hits it and bounces off. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's saved except for the fat guy. That's just a situation.
I see.
I'm not saying that there's this chick down the street named Brittany and she's a fat ass and we're about to go bring her ass up here and throw on the shit. No, it's just a hypothetical, man.
I go buy that picture is what I do.
You're going to go buy a pitcher of beer? What?
No. At the end of the ride, I want to see the people. And, you buy the picture of
It's going to take a picture right at that moment. Either they're going to go to their death or they're going to hit the fat person and bounce back. That's the picture you're going to get.
Well, I'm not going to be there to push the fat guy over because I'm going to try to go get the picture of the ride captures of everybody having fun on the ride at the end of it.
So you're just going to let the 5 people die, even if that includes your parents? Just so you can see the picture of them dying. You get the picture.
Well, I want a picture of mom and dad having fun, Whee!
Fucking got a picture of them pissing themselves because they're scared because they're about to die and shit, and you're just like, memories.
Now, if the dogs are in there, fat guy.
That's not a difference. Parents, bye. Dogs, bye, fat guy. I do the same for my dogs. I do the same. I feel that.
Except, dogs won't even jump out. They'd just be having fun.
Fucking all howling and shit going down. Don't even know what the hell's going to happen. You're like, no, I got to save them because they won't even know that their death is coming. I feel it.
Oh, poor guys.
But the people that know their death is
coming. I want to get back to how you were trying to nail what's his name is. The lobster. Yeah. It sounds like you've done that like before. Like, that wasn't just out random. It sounds like you. I don't know if you do that shit when you're driving. Just.
I've done that before. Female will walk around the corner and shit, and I just come out. I'm like.
As long as you're not on the phone with me on speaker, right?
No, you be on speaker too. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, bro, that's my shit. Futurama, I used to get down on the Futurama. The 2 best adult cartoons in the entire world are South Park and Futurama, bro.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess
I do like Futurama.
I guess that was more of like when I was growing up. Now that I'm like more grown up and shit, my favorite, I pretty much the only adult cartoon I feel like I watch is Rick and Morty. So it's kind of changed a little bit.
Well, I've been watching some. I've been watching some old South Park, rolling my ass off still.
Oh yeah,
the South Park still gets me.
That shit is pretty funny.
Yeah, like bad. Like watching the one where they're peeing on the teacher, playing fireman.
Playing fireman, peeing on the teacher. I don't remember this.
Yeah, that shit had me fucking rolling. That shit had me fucking rolling. They talked the kid into starting the fire on the carpet, and then they start going. Woo, woo, and they all run over, they start peeing on it, and then the teacher sees it, and she's like, starts freaking out, and she catches on fire, and they try to put the fire out on her by peeing on her, and then, they blame it on the kid, and he gets sent off. This is the one that drives around in the little wheelchair, with the buttons. You gotta speak, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it was a fucked up. It was fucked up.
It sounds pretty fucked up, man. Sounds pretty fucked up. Are you looking at what I'm looking at? Are we looking at the same thing? What do you see? I'll tell you what I see if you tell me what you see. No, on my other screen right here, I got all the recordings and shit, so I'm just making sure everything runs all smooth and shit, you know. We'll check on it occasionally while we're recording.
We're almost at 420.
You're almost at 420? You talking about 42 minutes? Even though we started a couple minutes in, so we're probably more of like 39-ish minutes, I want to say, into the podcast, is my guess. Not mean, Burn, not mean. I still think it's fucked up. You're going to let your parents die, but you're going to save the dogs. Imagine never being in a situation where I'm on the fucking trolley, okay? Because you're going to let me die. Yeah. You're going to be all like,
what's your password?
Tell me the password to all your crypto wallets. How do I log into your Minecraft?
Oh, there's the 420. There she goes. Bye-bye.
There she goes and bye-bye. Okay.
Oh, no, it's still there. It's still there, and it's gone.
Uh-huh. So that almost leads me to the question. If I was in that trolley, Rick, and you knew I was about to die and you couldn't save me, what would be the very last question you'd ask if you had to ask a question before I died?
I don't know how you plan I don't know how you can plan your last thing. Just close your eyes. You know?
Don't think about fat girls.
You start waking. I mean, it depends how you're gonna die. I mean, it's gonna. I'm picturing just falling.
Just falling, and you just like fly next to me, and you're like, "Hey, can you give me your Pornhub account username and password?"
I just don't go on roller coasters, anyways. That's
No, you don't fuck with roller coasters at all.
Have you seen how many of those things actually fuck up?
I think I talked about it on a podcast. Well, go ahead.
Did we?
No, I was saying I think we talked about it on one of the podcasts, but I was watching this TikTok fucking at some point where they were at like, you know, them like little like cheap ass like little fairs and shit with the little cheap ass rides that they just set up and take down. Yeah. So it was one of these rides. It was one of these rides where it was like fucking, it was a cart of people or whatever, and it spun around like this or whatever, you know, and it swung the people all the way around and shit, but the whole machine was rocking back and forth like this, like it was about to tip over. Like there was a whole bunch of people in the fair like crowding up around it and standing there all like, holy shit, that thing's gonna fall, you know, because the thing was fucking rocking. The thing was about to fucking go. These people on this ride were probably like, I don't know if this is supposed to be happening or not, but shit, it's fucking weird. But it didn't end up falling. It ended up slowing down and shit. But I don't know if they manually stopped it or if they just let it keep going until it stopped on its own or whatever. But yeah, that shit looks sketchy. I don't think I'll ever go on a fair ride again.
Hell no. I mean, they just drag those things behind cars, drive down the road to the next spot. They stop and let's set this shit up again. You don't think they lose bolts and shit? I mean, fuck.
Well, even then, most of them rides are like designed and everything to like sit on the ground. You know what I mean? They're not meant to like be in steel or not like steel, but concrete foundation. Like you go to an amusement park like an Elages or something that's there forever. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers are all like built into the ground and shit like that. Where these are just kind of like set up real quick. We make our money. We pack up. We go. You know?
Well, at least you're not going to lose as many parts. But people get stuck in those other ones quite a bit. You get stuck upside down in a roller coaster, you know what I mean?
I still feel a lot safer at an amusement park than I do at a fair.
There's probably that fat guy that fucked up made everybody get stuck upside down.
You know what we got to do?
Oh, you thought I was pointing at something?
We got to do some fucking workaholic shit, bro. We got to rent out one of them fucking, them disc things that spin around in a circle and stick you to the wall, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
I can't do those anymore.
I know you can't do it with your seizures and shit, but I'm saying, hypothetically, we gotta rent one of those like they did in Workaholics and get a couple strippers.
I used to love going on that was the only ride I used to love going on.
For real?
Yeah, it was a zipper.
That's what it was called, was the zipper?
Yeah.
I think I've only been on that thing like once in my life or something, but it's weird because you can't, like, I almost like prefer to be able to like stand up and walk around while you're on the.
Oh, you can stand up on that thing, but they yell at you.
Yeah, they yell at you, and you got fucking people side to side like this far apart and shit. That's
my little town. You can lay sideways on that thing. You can lay upside down. Yeah, you get.
Damn.
I'm not from a populated area as yours, where everybody's like, "I want to live there."
Yeah, I've been in populated areas my whole life. I mean, it wasn't as populated living in Colorado and shit, but yeah, it's definitely every year is more and more and more and more people.
Oh no, mine was more deserty area that, yeah, it wasn't a whole lot in my area. No.
Not a whole lot going on and shit. I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah. No.
But it would be a pretty lit thing to do. Or do what they did too and go on like a Chuck E. Cheese and like the tubes and shit that are going across like the ceiling or whatever and bring strippers up in there and shit with all the little kids. That'd be fucking dying.
Strippers? What?
Yeah, that's what they did. They had strippers or whatever come on Durra's birthday and shit. And they were at like a Chuck E. Cheese or some shit like that. And they're like crawling through the little kids' playground and shit. There'd be like a kid crawling through the shit. And he just like looks at the girls and is like, all right. He just keeps going on or whatever. And his dad all comes through the tube and he's all like, oh, hell no. Like tripping and shit. No.
The fuck are you watching?
You act like you never watched Workaholics. That's my shit, man. That's my shit.
Oh, I gotta watch that again, I think. That sounds familiar there.
You gotta watch this.
I think I lost that one.
I should honestly fucking take our podcast and put some like, because people put like their podcast, they'll make like an ad for it and they'll like pay other podcasters to put their ad on their shows and shit. I should fucking hit up them guys because they got a podcast that be cracking me up and shit. Have our podcast because I feel like we almost got like a similar kind of humor to them. You know what I mean? And just like pay them to put our podcast on advertisement. That'll blow up our numbers a little bit, I bet. Just because the humor is so similar. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
I lost it.
Yeah, you know. Telling you, man. Now, here's another hypothetical. Back to the trolley, Rick. Back to the trolley, okay?
Oh, this poor fat guy. He's getting a lot of attention today.
Yeah, this poor fat guy is getting a lot of attention. So, would you push the fat guy, or would you let the trolley full of people die if one of your kids is on it?
Oh, no, sorry.
So let me get this right. You're not saving the parents. You're saving the dogs, and you're saving your kid.
Yeah, well, once again, I'll try to jump on it myself first, but if I couldn't, dude's going. Yeah, that's my kid. Yeah, yeah. If anybody's kid was on there, I would jump on that fucker. Anyways, I wouldn't jump on it for grown-up strangers, but a kid, I'd jump on it for a kid. I'd done live my life, Yeah,
even if it wasn't like your kid, you'd still do it.
Yeah, because that's fucked up.
Push the fat guy on, but save the kid. Okay. I was waiting for more of a Rick answer when it involved your kid, but more along the lines of, is it one of the boys or one of the girls? Because I really need my last name to keep going.
Is it a split bottom or
Is it a split bottom or a dingle bottom? Holy shit.
Dang split bottoms.
That's
the girl with the be ornery.
Well, this one's developing an attitude, so she could fucking just go.
My girls can be ornery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the boys too, but
You said the girls could be what?
The girls could be ornery as fuck.
Ornery?
Ornery.
What is an ornery?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ornery?
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, you know what ornery is. You live around women. Women just get ornery. Period. Period.
They just
That
get
makes
ornery,
sense.
period. What the fuck?
Women be crazy sometimes.
That's for real, them fucking drugs. Talking about drugs. Never mind, we ain't gonna go into no drugs.
Damn, women will freak out on you, and then you think you're in trouble. You'll see them the next day, and they're like, like nothing happened. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like that's how a lot of people just in my generation are in general, though. Like, my generation, I feel like is full of people who could, like, this is more talking back in, like, I guess my younger work days and fucking school days and shit, but they'd be all like the type of people that would try to start shit with you, but then the next day act like it never happened.
Huh.
Or they try and start like internet beef with you, but then in real life they like, oh, I didn't do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know how old I was when internet became a thing. I would just start walking to somebody's house. I would.
That's kind of what I did. I had this experience when I was in high school and shit, right? There was this dude.
I told him no.
Oh. I told him no, and he touched my pee-pee anyway. But no, this dude that I ended up being cool with him after a while, even though I don't really talk to him much anymore and shit. But fucking he's like, I never really talked to this dude, but he had like the same like group of friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so one day he had like a beef with me or some shit. I don't even know what I did, but he went online and I'm like getting text messages and shit like, oh, this guy's calling you out. This guy's calling you out. So they all sent me the link and shit. So I click on the link. And this dude, like, is in front of the camera, and there's text that pops up over the screen or whatever saying something about Joey, you spaghetti noodle arm motherfucker, and starts talking like shit, like, with text, bro. Like, not even saying nothing on the video. Then a rap song comes on, and he lip syncs the fucking rapper in the song or whatever, and he's, like, lip syncing this other rapper fucking talking shit to somebody or some shit like that. Then the video comes up, and it's, like, more text pops up on the screen, like, you better watch out, bro. You better, like, blah, 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 fucking talking shit. And so, like, the next day in school or whatever, my homie, I was like, bro, you gotta come roll through real quick. So the homie picked me up, drove up, because I had an idea kind of where this dude lived, but I didn't know, so I wasn't gonna, like, run up and down this street. So homie gets in the car or whatever, and we drive around this neighborhood that this fool lived in. I seen him walking home or whatever, and I hopped out, and I fucking walked up to him. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this video? Oh, it's for a different Joey. Oh, it's for a different Joey type shit. I was like, what? What other fucking Joey do you know? But yeah, I feel like that's kind of how a lot of my generation does shit nowadays.
Oh, no, I would have held him by the back of his head and made him take that shit down.
No, I didn't really care.
Like I still can't believe people try to bully people at all, especially in Denver. You know,
what does Denver have anything to do with it?
Huh?
Calling us some bitches, boy.
Denver, or but the Columbine, whatever.
Mr. Iowa lad.
Wasn't that in Colorado
too? Yeah, Columbine.
Yeah,
we've got a lot of fucking crazy shit out here. I think Colorado is like the number one. I don't know if it is or not, so don't quote me on this, but I think Colorado is one of the number one states for like school shootings and shit.
People fuck with motherfuckers.
Yeah, people keep fucking.
When you see that look in somebody's eye, you leave them the fuck alone. I think. I ain't fuck with nobody.
Or just better yet, just get along with everybody. You ain't got to go start no bullshit with people, man. It's too much drama.
Can't we all just hit a bone?
I just got a message from AJ talking about the podcast tomorrow. He said he's shooting a TikTok tomorrow.
Huh. He's going to pick the TikTok over the podcast?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No, like, you better get out of here. How long is it going to take you to record your little 10-second video? Man,
Did he even do the one he said he was going to do last time?
I sent it to you. He was,
when I was at the property, maybe?
If anybody wants to see it, you got to go over to AJ's TikTok. Let me pull it up real quick, just so that way I could give y'all a shout out of his name or whatever while I'm looking at it. But it's a little video.
Don't pull it out.
Oh, I don't want to have the audio on. Go to following. It's That Boy Reaper with boy spelled BOI and dat spelled DAT. So it's Dat Boy Reaper.
He spelled boy BOI.
that boy. It's that boy. You know, something like that. But yeah, his TikTok, it's kind of disturbing because it was like it said something about
boing.
I don't remember exactly how it went, but it was like a picture of these spermies in the background or whatever, and it was his eyes and his like mouth, which was very disturbing because like how his mustache and shit looks, you know. So it's kind of disturbing looking at the video, and he's all like mouthing or whatever with some fucking whatever's being happening in the video.
He's just trying to swim into his mouth or what?
It was talking about sperms or some shit. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like fucking trying to make it to the egg or some shit, and they're all fighting each other to get to the egg, and he's got like Call of Duty sounds playing in the background, like your teammate is down, whoosh, like making noises. You just have to go watch it. I gave you his name. Y'all could go watch this.
Yeah, apparently. Poor guy.
Oh. But shadang dang, yeah. I definitely sent it to you, Rick, but I'll send it to you again after this video so I can show it to you. But we're already probably roughly about 55 minutes in, so we could probably get into some shout outs and going outside if you want. Unless you got any last minute things you wanted to bring up.
Nothing I can remember.
Nothing you can remember. So then we'll just jump into some motherfucking shout outs and going outside. Boy, you want to go first or should I? You want me to give you some time to think about it?
Oh, I'll go first since I probably go first most of the time in my life anyways, but yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's what happens between you and her, and she's always disappointed. Fucking, I want to go first this time.
No.
That's not how this happens, man. That is definitely not what happens. I make her feel good.
Yeah, you might as well go first because I just kind of forgot everything.
All right, well, my first shout out is gonna go. I'm not gonna give her name because I don't know.
She
was just a chick I found on Facebook that hooked it up with a monitor for a pretty decent price. I would say this is a pretty expensive monitor, even though I'm not going to say it, how much it costs, but I got it for a couple $100, so I thought it was a pretty damn good deal. I got the same monitor that I've been using, and I got it refurbished for more than twice what she gave me this one for, so I'm pretty happy. So she's getting a shout out. My other shout out, because I've been bumping some of my older music and shit, and this is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's called Hotel Stripper by Wright and Jarren Benton. Fuego. Go check it out if you never heard that song. And when you're listening to it, you're like, Hotel Stripper or whatever. Think about it like this, because it's fucked me up. After the first time I thought about it, it fucked me up, and this is how I hear it every time. It sounds like they're saying, Hotel Shrimp. So, yeah, that fucked me up.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh?
That's some drugs. Or lack of therefore drugs.
Lack therefore of drugs. That's what we're going to put this on. Am I going outside? I can't give AJ a going outside for not being here because he told me he was working today and we're trying to get ahead on some podcasts again. So, I can't give AJ to going outside, god dang it. So what do I want to give my going outside to?
All of a sudden his head just pops up.
No. Yeah, you just see AJ creeping in the darkness right behind me and shit. Fucking smiles and his bright ass teeth start showing up, reflecting off the light and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, it's AJ.
Like his mom did when she popped in for a second.
Yeah, that was some weird shit. Like I didn't even see her walk up or anything. I just heard something in the background. I look up at the door in the camera and I'm like, what the hell is she doing there? That was definitely some weird shit. That shit had
me fucking rolling.
It was some weird shit for sure. Going outside. I don't know, man. I don't think I got any going outside this week. What you got for me?
Oh, my going outside is that it's not going outside, but I feel sad for that dang fat guy that was standing there for that long to let somebody make a decision to push him or not.
Yeah, he's going outside for sure because he didn't just dive onto the track. What an asshole. Sacrifice, man.
Yeah, right. I was going to push him, but he jumped right, but I didn't do it. Poor guy.
So going outside of the fat guy, what else you got?
And the squirrels that kept throwing the fucking walnuts at me all weekend.
They're gonna take over. It's that Rick and Morty episode where fucking Rick's all like, Morty, I told you not to fuck with them squirrels, Morty. Now we gotta go to a whole nother dimension. Go pack your shit. We gotta go.
Yeah, watch out with the fucking squirrels. That's why I don't want to cut down this dead tree this weekend. Last time we cut down a big ass tree. Both my daughters are standing right there, and of course you think you feel all cool. Because, to a kid, you cutting down a tree, they're watching this thing, they're like, oh my God. And it smacks the ground, breaks open. Baby squirrels running everywhere. Squirrels are freaking out. You're like, the kids are like, oh my God, starting to cry almost. Then the dog runs over, picks one of the baby squirrels up in his mouth and starts running around with it. So it's good. I learned my lesson on cutting down trees in front of the kids.
Poor squirrels. Going outside. That's where my going outside is going. My going outside is going to Rick for freaking tearing down the baby squirrel's home. What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ, man. That's fucked up.
These squirrels didn't land on Castle Rock. Castle Rock landed. Oh, never mind. That's all I got.
That's all you got? That's all I got, too. So with that, I'm going to have to go ahead and say check out the Deadboyz podcast audio every Thursday. Twitch, we try to do the stream it every Monday, possibly Tuesdays, depending on when we could actually get to the shit. But I normally leave a heads up on Facebook, so you got to follow the Facebook if you want to keep a heads up. Also put this shit on Twitter, so you could follow Twitter too if you want to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? You can catch us on
follow
Spotify,
Twitter where she lives.
iHeart. You can watch the video on YouTube and a whole bunch of other directories. Wherever you listen to podcasts, that's where you could find us, man. That's where you could find us.
Am I there too? Or?
Nah, it's a VIP club and you're not allowed.
Huh. My dad did laugh and said that you probably don't even put me in the podcast.
Oh, we definitely cut you out. We definitely cut you out. You're literally.
I'm just in the beginning. Hi.
Yeah, you're literally in the podcast for the looks. Every time you open your mouth, right before you open your mouth, I go back a few frames and I pause it. So that way it looks like your mouth is shut the whole time and I delete your audio. And then the whole podcast just sits there in silence for a couple seconds.
Awkward.
But nah, this was the motherfucking Deadboyz podcast. I'm your boy Joey. That's your boy Rick. And we is out this motherfucker. Peace out.